Hello and welcome back to that Eurovision site. I'm Shiloh, and today I will be interviewing Rafa Ela, who will be competing in Luxembourg Song Contest this year. Hi!
Hello, everyone. Hi.
So we already know you a little bit. We interviewed you last year. I interviewed you last year in the first edition of Luxembourg Song Contest. So my first question for you today is, how has your life changed since participating in Luxembourg Song Contest last year?
Oh, good question. Well, first of all, thank you for having me back. I'm so excited to talk to you again. I hope you're also very good and your year has been really good. So for me, it has changed a lot. Before, I was like singing at some weddings and trying to figure out my music direction and what I have to do to like come into that music business and that people recognize me a little bit more. But when I started with Eurovision, I had so much to do. I met so many people throughout the auditions, producers, composers that wanted to stay in touch with me. So I started doing my own music. I released my own songs during the year. That was so exciting for me. And this opportunity I got through Eurovision because I met a lot of people, a lot of talented musicians that wanted to work with me. And so it was the best experience of my life. And I can't wait to start this again and to be back. I'm very happy to be back. And yeah, we'll see what happens this year.
Yeah. So you're back as a solo artist this year, when last year you were participating as a duo. So how is this year different?
So it's still quite the same, like with if when you're nervous, when the preparation, it's still the same. But of course, it's different because my other half is missing. Last year, Angy and I, we went through a lot. We got to share all this experience together, and we became really like sisters and really good friends. And of course, I miss her. It's different because I know these interviews, I also did it with her. So, of course, she will stay with me throughout this experience as solo with me. We stay in contact a lot, and she supports me 100%. So I'm really glad to have her. And yeah, it's a new experience, but I think I'm ready to do this on. Um, Last year, we also started as solo artists, but we got put together for the song Drop. And yeah, so this year I continue my way by myself, and we'll see what happens.
Well, that's great. I'm glad that you guys are still friends. That would have been my next question, but you answered it for me already. Um, so what can you tell us about your song for this year? Right now, we don't really know too much about it.
No, and I cannot say too much,
Okay.
but like you can stay excited because it's completely different from last year. Really completely different. A lot of energy, a lot of fire, and yeah, expect to dance a little bit.
Awesome. I'll look forward to
Yeah.
it. So we're going to switch gears a little bit. One of the things I remember from last year is that you are a big Eurovision fan.
Yes.
Um, how is being a performer in the Eurovision space different from being a fan? Do you watch the contest differently now?
Yes, I do. Um, Previously I watched it like obviously with my family in front of the TV, like sitting really on the floor. And this year obviously I was sitting on the floor with the Luxembourgish flag. I also have like footage of that. I was supporting Tali like crazy. I was so happy just to see Luxembourg, to see the name Luxembourg on the TV, because I have been following Eurovision since I'm a little girl. I never missed it, as I mentioned already last year. But this year, you see it with different eyes and a different aspect because you know what it takes to be there. maybe I don't know like the step after our national final, but I kept in touch with Tali. I know what she went through, and how much it takes to get there and how much work it is. So you see it differently. Maybe previously you saw an artist on TV and you saw like, oh my God, what's that? And this time not. You just appreciate everyone's work, because you're sure that they had a lot to do that performance, you know. But I still enjoy it like a little girl, like a little child. But I just love it. And to be part of this universe, this world is just a dream for me.
Yeah. Did you have a favorite moment or favorite song from the most recent contest?
Oh, there were good songs. This year was a little special. We'll say it was special. It was really crazy songs. But obviously, like Tali, I loved her. That Luxembourg is back, so obviously I was really excited to see her. But I loved also Slimane. I loved also his song. Just the performance, it was really simple, but it was a really good performance. But I also liked Georgia with Firefighter. That's She really represented that fire and that girl power, and I just loved the whole thing, the staging and everything. I really liked her performance.
For sure. Yeah. So, sort of in that same vein, is there an iconic Eurovision performance that you would really like to emulate? Or what would your dream Eurovision experience be like?
Ooh, there were so many good moments there. That's really really tough to pick one. Um, I guess, well, I think Loreen with Tattoo was quite iconic, with this alien thing going on. It was also quite simple, but just her with that look, she really came through this time. Because if we compare it to Euphoria in 2012 or 2013, around that,
Yeah, 2012,
was,
yeah.
yeah, was really simple, and she really changed. And this time she really took the right step, and she's still there. Because in 2012 when she won with Euphoria, but after that she disappeared a little bit. So I think she really nailed it with her look, and the fact that she really was really icon that day, with that performance and the song. Everything was so good that she really that stuck to the Eurovision people. And now she's still there. She released songs and she kept that look. So of course, if I could have that same path, that would be awesome. But yeah, for me, it's just the fact to be here and to be back, and to show the world that I've been working really hard, and also to show me as a solo artist. That really meant a lot to me to be back this year, also alone, to show what I can do, and just to enjoy music and have fun.
Yeah. So I know you don't have a ton of time today, so we'll just wrap this up. For anybody who is just now discovering you, who maybe didn't see you last year, what of your music should they check out and where can they find you online?
So they can find me on every streaming platform: Spotify, YouTube, Apple Music. So they have just to check Rafa_Ela music. You can find my own songs, my first single, Storm Clouds, and CS Now. Also, a few collaborations that I did with local DJs. I have also a song that it's coming out on Valentine's Day, actually, so the 14th of February. It's also a collaboration. It's a really good song. It's a dancey song, so that's quite exciting. But yeah, so for everyone that anyone that doesn't know me, I'm Rafa Ela. I love Eurovision, obviously, and check out my music on all streaming platforms. And thank you so much for being here, watching me going through all this experience. And thank you also for letting me be back and part of this cool interview as it was last year. So thank you so much for your time. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you too. It's great to talk to you again, and I will definitely be rooting for you.
Thank you so much.
All
Thank
right.
you. I appreciate it.